Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I'm back with another video here for you today. In today's video, what I want to discuss is applications to bring children to the UK. In our experience, we have been seeing lots of refusals, and in many ways, unnecessary refusals because the requirements are not being properly understood, and we want to provide you with some guidance and information on how to avoid these problems. Firstly, it's not as simple as you being the parent of a child and applying for the child and them being entitled to join you in the UK. There are a number of requirements, but in today's video, what I want to focus in on is the sole responsibility rule, which is the one that causes many of the difficulties. It's a very hidden rule which people are not aware of and fail to understand. What is the sole responsibility rule? So, firstly, I should explain that this only kicks in and is effective and affects your applications if there is only one parent in the UK and you are looking to apply for your child to join you in the UK. If both parents are in the UK, then sole responsibility is not an issue and it's not something that you need to concern yourselves with. But if there is one parent in the UK and the other parent is not looking to join the other family members in the UK at the same time, then this becomes effective and it's necessary for you to meet this particular requirement. So, what are the legal requirements to meet the sole responsibility rule? As the terminology suggests, the sole parent or the lone parent in the UK applying for the child to join them in the UK without the other parent needs to prove that they are solely or exclusively responsible for the child's upbringing, and it's not enough for that parent to say that they're financially responsible for them, but instead what needs to be proved is that you make all the important decisions regarding the child's upbringing, for example, where they live, their schooling, what activities they can take part in, their medical treatment, etc. So you need to be able to prove that you are the sole and only decision maker in relation to the child's upbringing. So, in terms of evidence, what you need to do is to provide evidence of financial support that you are providing from the UK, provide evidence of contact that you're maintaining with the child, contact that you're maintaining with the child's school or the temporary carer that they're living with. And to get evidence from the schools in particular to show that you are the one directly paying the school fees, that you are the one providing the direction regarding the child's upbringing. And it's also important to be able to explain what, if any, what the relationship was with the other parent and when that ended. So I should make clear here that if the relationship with the other parent is continuing and the other parent continues to be involved in that child's life, then there's simply no prospect of meeting this sole responsibility rule. So there needs to be effectively an abdication of responsibility on the part of the other parent, and the UK-based parent needs to prove that they are making all the important decisions, are financially responsible, etc., and to provide and to document that in a very clear way in order to establish this requirement. I also mentioned that this sole responsibility rule is a generic requirement that affects all applications for children, whether they're looking to join a British parent, a settled parent, or a parent in a different category, either as a student or as a skilled worker. And in recent weeks and months, what we've been coming across is many applications from skilled worker parents who are resident in the UK and the lone parent in the UK is then applying for the child without the benefit of any legal advice, and then coming very unstuck. And one of the ways in which almost the entry clearance officer entraps applicants is to often write back and to request a letter of consent from the other parent for the child to travel to the UK. And as soon as that letter is provided, often the entry clearance officer then relies on that to say, well, that is indicative of that parent's involvement in the child's life, and therefore the UK-based parent does not have sole responsibility. So it's very, very important that whether you come to see us for advice or you go and see another solicitor, it is very important where you are the lone parent in the UK looking to apply for a child to join you from overseas, that you get proper legal advice and you have all your documentation properly checked over to ensure that you maximise your prospects of success of your child joining you in the UK. And I should mention with this that with dependent children of skilled workers, if the application is refused, there is no full right of appeal. There is only a limited right of appeal, which can only be done on the papers and known as administrative review. And that really is not an effective way of challenging these types of decisions. So it's very important that you try to get these applications right from the outset, rather than trying to rectify them at the refusal stage. Overall, I hope that you've got a feel for this and that it's a very technical legal requirement, and I cannot overemphasize just how important it is for you to get prior legal advice before making these applications, and in particular where the UK-based parent does not have indefinite leave or is not a British citizen, because in those circumstances at least you get a full right of appeal and will get a proper opportunity to air all the issues at an appeal hearing before an immigration judge. But where the parent only has limited leave to remain in the UK themselves, as a skilled worker, as a student, or in any other category, then you unfortunately you do not have an effective remedy, and it's all the more important that you put in as stronger application as possible right at the outset, so that you've maximised your prospects of success and avoid difficulties with those applications. And as I've said, there is no effective remedy in terms of an appeal, so the first decision may end up being the final decision in relation to your child's application. I hope you did find this video helpful, and I'd ask that you share it amongst friends and colleagues. If you need specific advice and assistance with making an application for a child, then please do contact our team, who will be more than happy to help you.